Today we have to talk about the possibility that a Bitcoin might run into a major bull trap, and I'm gonna show you the exact point where I believe Bitcoin is heading to and where we have to pay attention for a potential short entry, or if that bull trap will actually explode into higher levels. If you think that is interesting, then you should definitely stick around here. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, you like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these important updates. And now let's jump directly into today's content. So first of all, here on the 4-hourly chart, nothing has really changed since my video yesterday where I told you that we have here a potential bear flag in which the price action is ranging in. And we got yesterday here attempted breakout, which obviously has failed, and since then we continue to range here, and I am believing that over the next couple of days that we're gonna see an attempt to break into higher levels here. But like I said, it will be a potential bull trap where we come all the way back down and then continue downwards. And I'm gonna show you in a second a chart that is actually providing that scenario. So, but first of all, let's get into the 12-hourly chart. So here on the 12-hourly chart, price action is still ranging in that support area, which is providing a demand zone for the market makers. Nothing has changed here, and I still expect that zone to hold, even though there is, like I said, the potential for a bull trap above us. Even with that bull trap, I don't believe that we will break potentially the range of that liquidity zone here. But of course, we also have to pay attention to liquidity zones above us that are providing supply and where shorts are going to pile up and smash potentially the price all the way back down. When I go then here to the 1-hourly chart, here we see why I am saying there is a potential for a break to the upside, and that is here that symmetrical triangle that we are also forming here since we have broken to the downside. And you see that symmetrical triangle is at the point where we have to get a decision to either break to the upside or break to the downside. So we have a couple hours left before the price action has to make a decision, but being so low here on the upward sloping support line is for me an indication of weakness, that we might break here to the downside, hopefully just with a fake out and come straight back up and continue then upwards. But yeah, that is something that we have to wait and see, basically, if that's going to play out like that. I also want to have a look here quick on the indicators, because I think the indicators are also telling an interesting story. Yeah, so they are basically telling us that if we are not getting a breakdown within the next hour, most likely we're going up, because stochastic RSI here is close to the 0% level in oversold conditions, and also here the RSI is kind of going just sideways, but with here basically a turning point to the upside slightly, and that's what I'm looking for. Also the MACD is bearish right now, but wants also to cross over with the trend line. I know it's going away from each other, but yeah, so we have 3 out of 4 indicators telling me that we are potentially going to the upside, and then you can neglect the 4th indicator that is not in alignment. I always look for 3 out of 4. If they're in alignment, then I go with that thesis in that moment. And guys, if that would break to the upside, let me give you here targets. If you would see here breakout to the upside, so then we would go up to 27,000 to the upside, and if we break down, then we go to $25,100. So it would be still a lower high considered the breakdown that we had with where we went all the way down to $24,200. So a lower high, $1,000 higher, is not really that bad in my opinion if we would get it. So, but I still rather see this breaking to the upside than to the downside. So here you have now both possibilities to long or short this, depending on in which direction we are going. So if you would short this, I would short from like 25,950-ish to that target, and if we break up, then I would wait for 26,225 before I would consider longing that to the technical target. And guys, don't forget, if you want to long or short in this volatile market, do this on BYBIT. We can still share a prize pool of $8 million if you take part in a competition and join my team AMC Winners under Squad Showdown with that specific link here. Or you just copy trade me and follow my trades and get a $30,000 bonus, but also only with that specific link here in the pinned comment below and in the description below of that video. So now, when we are looking here on the CME chart, also here, I still believe that we will come up here to fill the CME gap, and that is, in my opinion, the potential bull trap that we are looking at, because we have seen this over and over again, that price action returns to fill a CME gap and comes straight back to where prior price action was. So that would be only changing if we come up here, the price starts ranging in the CME gap, and we continue higher. So otherwise, we need to be prepared that this move into the CME gap, which has to happen within the next 24 hours, could be a potential bull trap where we come straight back down and maybe break even a little bit lower. Also, when we are looking here, the liquidity zones, they are clearly defined when you look at it. So just that you know here, these blocks are liquidity zones. So we have a liquidity zone here. We have liquidity over here. And we have liquidity over here to the downside. So that are potential bounce zones. And these are potential shorting levels that you can look at. This is more or less the same. If you break lower, these are good levels from where you can potentially long 25,600, 25,800, 25,935, and shorting from 26,272, 26,340. So now that shorts are sitting at these levels, now you will understand if we will go up to like $27,000, that even more shorts will be piling up and potentially push the price down into these potential long levels, and the longs will normally get hammered once we're turning around and go lower than these liquidity zones that we are seeing right now here on the chart. So that's why we have to pay attention. We have to be careful what's happening here with Bitcoin over the next couple of hours, and watch these liquidity areas. Guys, that's already for today's episode. Stay definitely around here on this channel. Tomorrow we're going to talk about altcoins that are moving despite Bitcoin dropping. So you definitely want not to miss out on that episode. And make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.